Welcome everyone, we are looking at the week 2 weekly quest in Fortnite. We'll follow the usual format where we will run through the stage 1 quests, followed by the stage 2 and then finally the bonus quest. If you check out the comments section or the info section below the video, there'll also be the timings for each of the quests if you're here to look at a specific one. If you are, then fantastic, and if you want to be kept in the loop, remember to subscribe to the channel as well. But other than that, let's get straight into it. First up of our stage 1 quest is consume food or shield potions, 10 in total needing to be done, and we can gather food from the food boxes, the produce boxes, the ice machines and the ice boxes. Also the pots, we can find small and large pots, we find them in chests and we can also find them lying about. I'll show you a handy method as well if you've managed to grab yourselves some of the small shield pots and you manage to get yourself the Shield Breaker. You can use this on yourself. Also remember that if you're fighting people as well, but it can also take off shield in this one so that you can actually use some more of what you've got in your inventory to complete all 10 of these. But other than that, those are what you need to do. That is where you will find them, and it's just a case of running through getting those done until you complete all 10. Rather simple to do. Next up is deal damage to opponents with suppressed weapons. 1000 damage in total needing to be done. Surprised it's quite low for this one because normally it's around 2,500. Weapons we can use is the suppressed havoc rifle, we can use the suppressed pistol, and we can use the suppressed sniper rifle. I've managed to do the damage with this mostly against the vault bosses and their guards here at Slappy Shores. Great location, not as many players dropping in this with the new POIs. You can of course do the damage against the bosses at the 3 new POIs for this season and the bosses that are there, but just to round out, I'm also doing it against a player too. But 1000 in total actually can be done quite quickly, and the pistol in itself is actually quite rapid fire, and you can do quite a bit of damage with it as well. But that's your options guys, but easy to do for this week. Hit headshots on enemy players with scoped weapons. 10 headshots in total need to be done. Variety of weapons that we can use for this one, but predominantly you're going to probably be using the scoped SMG and also the sniper rifle or the DMR as our scoped weapons. I can't remember if the brand new rifle counts towards this or not. I didn't actually have one on me to use at the time when I completed this one. Mostly done using the scoped SMG. But all you need to do is make sure that you're aiming high against players. Remember, it is players, it will not count against NPC bosses and guards. So you know, get up nice close and personal and just start throwing your damage about, and you should manage to do it. Remember, it's not kills, you just have to land the shots. So the first of our stage 2 quests is land at Relentless Retreat or Sanguine Suites and reach the top 20 players left in the game. So for this one, I'm going to Relentless Retreat. All you got to do is land in it and just run away. If you're not overly good at the game or you struggle to fight other players, just land at a location, run off and hide and move when the storm moves, and just make sure you've got a few bits and pieces just like the slap juice and that to give you a bit of speed to outrun the storm as it's coming in. And as soon as you hit 20, it should, hopefully, as it has for me, trigger the completion for this quest. I know sometimes it waits until you're actually dead or out of the game before it'll actually trigger that completion for you. I was expecting it to wait until I came out of the game. I hadn't even realised at the time that it triggered while I was still in it, because it then threw up the bonus quest, which I started trying to do straight away as well. But other than that guys, that is really the 2 tips. 2 locations, one at the bottom left hand corner, one at the top right hand corner for the 2 new POIs, but other than that it's about surviving till 20. Next is collect bars from eliminated players. 100 in total needing to be gotten to complete this one, and it doesn't matter whether or not you've killed the player for them to drop the gold. As you can see here, I've killed this player, I run in, I grab the gold, but it also counts as well, as you'll see in a moment, if you find gold lying about on the ground from other people's kills, as you can see here. And it's just a case of running around either killing them or picking up the gold from other players kills. Some people don't collect the gold and they just leave it and move on to the next one, so you should be able, over the course of a number of games, being able to pick up your 100. The final 2-stage quest is travel distance under the effects of slap. 1,000 meters in total need to be covered to complete this one. We can get slap effect from smashing barrels, the singular slap balls, as you can see in my inventory, the 4-pack splash, and it should also count if you have the augment that gives you the splash effect by using grind reels, ascenders, and the vines. I haven't tried that out, but it should in theory work because it gives you the slap effect, and it's just a case of running about with it until the orange bar disappears and the white bar takes over, and when that does, if you've got them in your inventory, it's just a case of using them again. Best location to get this one done is Slappy Shores because there is the slap factory and you've got barrels and all sorts of stuff there that can help get you through this, and then just run until you hit your 1,000 meters. Relatively easy and simple to do, especially in comparison to some of the other ones. This week's bonus quest, a little bit frustrating, but it is hit enemy players with Shield Breaker EMP grenades. You need to do this 5 times to complete it. These grenades can be found lying around like this, or you can find them out of heist bags. Heist bags seems to be the place where I'm finding them the most. I don't think I've gotten them out of loot chests, but that's not to say that you can't. The one thing to remember with these guys is that the person that you are throwing at, and it is players, for this to count, they have to have shields. If they do not have shields, when you hit them with it, it will not count towards the total. So just be wary of that, because I did this a few times. I was getting a bit frustrated thinking the mission had glitched and it wasn't counting hits, but they have to have shield for it to count, and you have to hit them. There is quite a large area effect for this, so you should be okay as long as you're throwing relatively near moving players. But that's the video, guys. Drop a like on it, comments down below, subscribe to the channel so you're kept in the loop for all completion guides going forward in Fortnite as well as this one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.